Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer and today I'm gamesplaining Iwari. So if you have watched my Gamesplanation, you'll have an idea of what Iwari is and how to play it. I'm going to have a playthrough. I've set the game up as a 3-player game. Notice that in the 3-player game, we've got 3 of these markers, which means those spots are not going to be scored. So there's no point in working to get the majority of totems on those 2 spots because that one's simply not going to score. Unless obviously you're getting a majority there as well, and then you get to score the things here and here. But that's okay, let's move on. We'll see how that scoring works when we get up to it. This marker merely shows us who the first player is, so everyone has the same number of turns at the end of the game. So let's get straight into it. The first player has these 3 cards. Now, because nothing has been discovered on the board, he's only going to be able to play 1 card anyway. He can see that there's one of these cards down here, so he's going to pick that one up, which means he'll play into one of those 2 areas. He might start with that area. So he plays that 1 card out to add a tent, and he'll put the tent just there. And then he'll pick that card up. That then gets replaced, and it's now Green's turn. Green has 2 of these, but he's only going to be able to use 1 at a time. So he might start with that, and he thinks he will place a card just there. That will enable him to join across here on his next turn, and he'll grab that one, so he's got 3 of her kind in his hand. Then red has these 3. He might actually play that one to go up there as well, and he'll grab the water, so he's got somewhere to go on his next turn. And we replace the card. We come back over to this player. He's going to play these 2. This area's already been discovered, so he can put 2 things into that area. And he thinks at the moment it's really worth his while to build tents, not to worry about totems so much. He has this area and he needs to join through to it. The other option he has is growing in the spaces that he's already in, because he can't pick up that one. What he might do is grab those 2. They then get replaced. Green's turn. Green has 3 of this space. He'll only play 1 because he can only play 1. So he'll hang on to the 2 and he'll start to get something else. Might be worth his while to grab that at the moment, and that gets replaced. Fears he's going to get locked out of here if he doesn't actually play something. So he'll play that one to get a tent in there, and he'll pick that up. That's turned over, and back to blue. Blue is going to play the 2 in that top red area, and he will put those 2 in. So blue now has an area that's going to get scored at the end of the game. He'll continue to build on that, but he's now actually got that area. He thinks he'll pick up that one, and it might be worth his while to grab that as well. Cross to green. Green's going to play 2 of those, so that's this area, and he'll definitely be putting 2 in, so he's also got his area built up with 4 things. He could go for more of those, or he could go for the blind one, and he thinks he'll actually take 2 of them because that works into what he's doing and where he's building. Those cards. Red has 2 of them, but no one has discovered either of these yet, so he's just going to play 1 of them to start with, so he can actually discover the area. He picks up 1 card. He's going to go for a blind card because he's got these 2. None of them are showing, and he's fortunately picked up one that he can use for a double. Okay, blue's turn. Blue is going to use that one to extend his area, and he'll take another card, and he thinks that it might be worth his while to take a blind one. Okay, he's got a green, that's okay. Over to green's turn. Green has 2 of these, and he's going to use them both. And once again, he now has the absolute majority in that area. He's used all the tents to get it, but it means that no one else is going to be able to score points off him, and he thinks he'll take those 2. Replace them. Red is going to play his 2 in that space, so he'll go there, And he might actually go here to stop blue moving forward on this track. Yeah, he'll take those two. Now, something I didn't mention in the gameplay, and I'll probably put a note on it, is you don't have to play if you don't wish to. What you could also do is discard one of your cards to pick up one of these cards and replace. No, of the value of that, I don't think I personally have never used that rule. I don't know of the value of doing it, to be 100% honest with you. Because if I want to get rid of that card, I could place that down and put one of my tents in. He's going to place that card to discover this area, and he'll replace it with that one. Green's going to place all three of these, so he's going to use those two as a wild one of that, and that will allow him to put in a tent and a totem. So all those tent spots are now taken. He now replaces with 3 cards of his choice, and he will go 1, 2, 3. All those cards get replaced, and it's Red's turn. Red has this, and he is going to place that one. So you can discover that area, and he will gain 1 more card. I think it's probably worth his while to gain that one. Blue is going to place that to be able to join those together. So it's a larger area for him. This doesn't get scored at the moment, but it will at the end of the game. So it's actually worthwhile kind of trying to stay in areas to build that up. And he will go there. Green is going to play those 2, and he will place those 2 over here, there, and there, and he'll replace with that one. Might be worth his while to go after one of those as well. Okay, Red's going to play his 2 blue to fill up this spot, and he'll add a totem in with that second one. He really needs to get up into this space, so he's going to take those 2. Back to blue. Blue's going to place that one to put a tent over there, and he'll replace his hand with that, so he's now got 2 for this space for next time. Green is going to place 1 here. In fact, he'll place that 1 there. So that now joins these 2 onto his main lot. So he'll get a whole bunch of points for that at the end of the game. He thinks he'll grab another one of them. Red is going to grab that last spot, and he'll grab that. So he's got 3 of that one. Back to blue, who's going to play those 2 because this area's already been discovered, and he's going to go 1 there to stop Red from encroaching any further, and he thinks he might do the same to Green, even though Green can come in down the bottom. It gives him a stop point at the top. That's what blue has, which is this area up here. In fact, he might actually place his card there, so if he does come up into this area, he's got something connecting. Of course, Green, it doesn't stop Green from connecting into that area anyway. He'll grab another one of these and probably one of them. Green is going to put 1 in down there, and he'll grab another one of them. Red is going up the top here. He can only place 1 element in there because nothing has been placed, but he's set up to be able to place 2 in the future, and he'll grab that one to add to his lot. Now the draw deck has been completely vanished. This is called the display. So since the draw deck is vanished, we now go to a scoring. The way we score at the half point of the game, that is, we put one of these markers in whenever an area is scored. So let's just move across the board. This area, there are 2 blue, 1 red, 1 green. So blue is getting 4 points because he has the majority in that area. Blue and green both get 2 points because blue has 2 things in that area. Red gets 1 point for that space. Then we go to here. Red has 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue has 1. So red is getting 5 points for that area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While blue is getting 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And here it's only green. So green's getting 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over here, green has 2, blue has 2, red has 1, which means both green and blue get 5 points. So blue gets 5 points, green gets 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And red gets 2 points. 1, 2. Green is the only one in this area, so green gets 1 point. Blue, 2, 3, 4 has 4, red has 2, which means blue gets 6 points. And red gets 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. And over here, both green and blue have 2 each, which means both of them get 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all the areas have now been scored. So we take those tent markers back off the board. We pick up each player's discard piles and shuffle them. Then that becomes the draw pile. And we continue play from where we're up to. I'm going to jump through to the end of the game now, so please hold on. Okay, we have got to the end of the game. The game finishes obviously when this deck runs out, but you continue on until the last player has had a turn as well, so everyone has had an equal number of turns. So we start with the tent scoring just like we did a second ago. And I'll do that real quick. Okay, we now move in to the next scoring, which is the totem scoring. What we're looking for now is majorities, but we're following in order just so we can keep track of what we're up to. So looking at these numbers in the boxes, we have this marker to cover up which ones we're doing so we know where we're up to. So red has majority here, blue has majority there. No one gets any score. Number 2, red has majority, red has majority. Red will get 2 points. Number 3 doesn't score because there's a mountain on it. So we jump to number 4. Red has majority, red has shared majority. So there's 2 reds, 2 greens and a blue there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points for red. Move to number 5. Blue has majority there. Blue does not have majority here, so no one scores. Number 6. It's just there, so it's these two. Blue has majority, so blue is getting 3 points for that, plus 1, 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 7, blue, red, no one scores that. Number 8, red, red gets 2 points. Number 9, red has both of them as well, so it's worth 3 points, 2 plus 1. 1, 2, 3. He's just gone across the 50 points, so he will also get a 50-point tracker. And that was number 9, so we're looking for 10, which is down here. Once again, red, 3 more points. Going to number 11, which is here. So red, blue, red. So, but he has majority in both, so red gets 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 12. Red has majority here and here, which is another 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Number 13. Red has 2 there and he has 1 there, so he's got shared majority on both of them. So that's 5, 6, 7 points. Number 14 is covered, so we jump to 15. Green has majority there and not there, so no one gets that. 16 is covered, so we go to 17. Green has majority, blue has majority, so no one gets that. 18. Blue has majority, red has majority, so no one scores that. And I believe that is all the totem scoring. And now we go to the groupings. So you must have a group of at least 4 to make one of these groupings, or settlements they call them. So that one's good, the blue is good, the red is good, the green is good, that blue. I take these off just so I can see easier what I'm scoring. Red comes off there. I believe everything else is joined together. So, green, 1, 2, 3, 4. Blue, 1, 2, 3, 4. That one shouldn't have been there either, so it's just 4 points for that one. Red. This one shouldn't be there because that one's not filled up, so that one can come off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points for red. Green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That green should have already come off. 10, 14, and he has come across into the 50-point marker. And blue gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more points. Pushed him to there, and that is the final score. Red wins with 79 points. Okay, I believe that I've covered everything for Iwari. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you would like to be Gamesplaned, please shoot me an email to thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter @thegamesplainer to keep up to date with the games I'm playing. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm gamesplaining. And until next time, enjoy gaming.